A builder estimates to build a wall that will require 100 bricks. So the wall have 100 bricks. So that fellow charges $1 for one brick. And then he can lay 10 bricks per hour. So theoretically, he should take 10 hours to build this wall. And he charges $10 per hour. So the budgeted cost is, there is 100 bricks. So he charges one brick and $1. So $100 for that. Plus he charges $10 per hour. So for his capacity, he can do 10 bricks per hour. So that means theoretically he should take 10 hours to finish this wall. So that means another $100 as his charges, plus $1 into 100 bricks, another $100. So altogether, it's about $200 budgeted project. And then he worked for 4 hours and he laid 50 bricks. So he was a bit efficient. He was supposed to work for 4 hours. If he have supposed to work for 4 hours, he should have laid only 40 bricks, because he was supposed to lay only 40 bricks. But this bugger was very efficient and he actually laid 50 bricks. Got the question?
Yes.
So budget at completion, the plan value, the budget at completion, 100 bricks at $1, 100. Labor cost 10 hours, he should have 10 hours into $10, 100. And the budget of the entire project is $200. So after 4 hours, so we are talking about a 4-hour scenario. After 4 hours, he had laid 50 bricks. So after 4 hours, the planned value is 4 hours into 10 bricks. He should have laid 40 bricks after 4 hours. And then the value of bricks, 40 bricks, $1 each, $40. 4 hours into $10, 40 hours. For 40. Sorry. The cost of labor is 4 hours into $10, 40. Cost of bricks is $1 into 40. So the planned value after 4 hours is $80. Actual cost, what you have incurred is he had laid 50 bricks. So $1 into 50 bricks is $50. But he had worked only 4 hours. So $10 into 4 hours is $40. And then the actual cost is $90. But the earned value is basically he have laid 50 bricks. That means $1 into 50 bricks, 5. And to lay 50 bricks, he would have taken 5 hours. So 5 hours into 10, $50. 50 bricks is anyway is there. 5 hours out of 10 is $50. And the earned value is 100. So actual cost is, because he's efficient, he worked only 4 hours, but he laid 50 bricks. So the actual cost is 90, but he had done a work of $100 for us, taking 90 because he was efficient. And for 4 hours, we planned for 4, because he had worked for 4 hours. We planned, actually our planned cost was $80. Although in layman terms, before this cost management plan exercise, we would have taken, we have incurred excess cost because the plan value is $80 and he had taken $90. We have exceeded the cost after 4 hours. No, actually what has happened is we have earned more because he had worked more efficiently and he had done $100 of worth of work, taking $90. Got it? Okay. So same thing here, calculation you can go through, same thing is here. So then again, there's something called when you predict it. So for the prediction purposes, there's 2 indexes: schedule performance index and cost performance index. So nothing much rocket science. Schedule performance index is actually earned value divided by the planned value. Schedule performance index. So the planned value is here, the budgeted value is here, and the earned value is here. So the more the, obviously the latter part is the planned value, the what do you call it, the below the line. If this is more means earned value is less means basically he had done inefficient. That means the more the denominator is greater means, and the I don't know the name for this. The denominator is greater, and this is lesser means. That means the SPI, this will be a less than one figure. So that means less work has been completed than planned. That means he's inefficient. Same goes to cost. Earned value, the cost variance is earned value minus actual value, actual cost. The cost performance index is earned value divided by actual cost. Then again, if the actual cost is more and the earned value is less, that means the denominator is high and the CPI will be a less than figure. That means actual cost is more. That means it's a cost overrun. In our case, the previous example, earned value is more, actual cost is low. That means we have got a benefit. That means it's not a cost overrun. It's actually a favorable situation for us. Same here in our previous example, earned value is more, planned value is less, because he had laid more bricks. Earned value is more. That means it is over the schedule. I mean, it is the schedule performance is actually is exceeding the schedule, because he was supposed to lay only 40 bricks. After 4 hours, he had laid 50 bricks. So in that mind, this you can see that it's the same thing denominated in the graphs. So the actual cost and the earned value and the planned value. The cost variance is actually the actual cost and the earned value. The schedule variance is, as I told you, planned value versus earned value. In our previous example, the planned value after 4 hours was 80. Actual cost was 90 because he had laid 50 bricks. Earned value was 100. So we had a positive schedule variance of 20, the monetary terms, because he had worked efficiently and he had laid more bricks during 4 hours. So it's a positive schedule variance. The project is going to end, if he continues like that, the project is going to end early. And the cost variance is a positive variance. It's not a negative variance. It's a favorable variance for us because the earned value is more than the actual cost. So if you take the cost performance index is 1.11, then it's a favorable variance because it's because the actual cost is less. That's why the denominator is less, and it's a favorable variance. It's a favorable situation for us. And same goes to the schedule performance. It's ahead of the project timelines because earned value is 100 and the planned value was 80, and one is 25% ahead of the project time. Then sometimes you might be asked to predict how long will it take to finish the project. Then of course what you can do is you can forecast how long will it take to, how much of cost will take at the end of the project. Then you will have, so this is the grade. It's like, this is like the gradient of the graph. So you have the budget at completion, $200. So we estimated the entire project to end by $200. So far the cost performance index, because the boss is efficient, he's laying 50 bricks within 4 hours. It is CPI is 1.11, and if you divide 200 by CPI 11, we should have end by $180 because he's laying more bricks per hour. Although we costed $200, thinking that he will lay only 10 bricks per hour, actually this project should end by $180. Same goes to the schedule. We planned for 10 hours, and then now he has a schedule performance index of 1.25 because he's efficient. He's 25% efficient. He's laying 50 bricks in 4 hours. If we continue in that rate, 50 bricks in 4 hours, we plan for 10 hours, but if we continue in that rate, planned duration divided by SPI, we give you 8 hours. That is ahead of the schedule.